What up, YouTube, man? We back. I told y'all I was coming back, man. I told y'all. But we got another one for y'all, so I ain't gonna waste y'all time. We finna react to DJ Vlad and Camron sitting down for the first time ever, man. Let's get straight into it.
Give it up for my man Vlad. Vlad, thank you for coming, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
What's happening, man?
It's an honor to be
Vlad, what
here.
the fuck are you doing? You got something to promote. You got something to say. Also, BG Knockouts in the building. BG, what's up, baby?
What up?
What's up, baby? That's good to have you up here, man. What?
Shout out BG Knockout. I ain't heard about him in a minute. I used to watch him on Vlad back in the day, too. Shout out BG. BG, yeah.
What are you saying? You just not up here for no reason. What are we promoting? What are we selling? What is happening? Why are you showing your face today? And listen, I appreciate it because people don't get to see you and you don't get to get interviewed. You're usually doing the interview.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Vlad been outside, though. I just seen him on Adam and No Jumper and them show. He been outside. He feeling himself. At least he got the little fur on. Yeah, Adam outside. I bet Vlad outside, not Adam.
Just launched the VladTV YouTube Masterclass.
Okay.
Which is on the VladTV YouTube channel. It's a tier where for $100 a month, we actually break down how I built up VladTV.
Okay.
And I break down all the aspects of it. The money aspect, you know, how one interview made over $50,000.
Wow.
And in the breakdown of why it did that, all the equipment, we actually show from a $100 setup to a $40,000 setup in our New York studio.
Right.
How to get guests, all the different ways to get it, and how we actually built it up, and the philosophies that we used in 2008 that we still use in 2025. And every month we have a successful YouTuber, like this month was DJ Academics, who broke down exactly how he built up his.
Shout out my boy Academics, man. He another one. I used to watch him when he was doing the Chirac stories and shit. Now look where he at. Shout out my boy Academics.
You know, huge company,
right?
And how much money he makes and everything else like that. And that's exclusive to the VladTV YouTube Masterclass, which is, started a couple of weeks ago.
Did you actually hook up with YouTube to do this, or do you?
Nah. This is on my own channel.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What made you have this vision of interviewing and podcasting and saying this is the new wave, or not necessarily the new wave because you've been doing this so long? This is a lane that nobody's doing, and stepping outside the box. What gave you that vision?
Well, like before YouTube was a thing, it was the DVD scene, right? So Smack was the big dog in that scene, and I had my own series called Hot in Here DVDs. But as you
comment down below if y'all hip to Vlad what he was doing there. I was not hip. I ain't even gonna sit here and fake it with y'all. I don't know nothing about no Hot in Here DVDs. I'm 27, by the way, so I don't know.
No. Around that time, this was like maybe 2006, 2007, DVDs were going away because on demand was becoming a thing. People weren't going and buying DVDs anymore. They were just watching everything on TV. So YouTube came around. It was around already, but the YouTube partner program launched in 2008. And that's where you could actually make money off YouTube videos by them running ads.
In 2008?
2008, yeah. And I was
That's how long you've been getting YouTube money.
That is when it started.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when I saw that, I saw the vision. I said, this is going to be the biggest video platform in the world. So everything else I was doing stopped. I stopped DJing, I stopped doing mixtapes, I stopped doing DVDs, I stopped hustling on the side. Just everything was devoted just to this. Right. And luckily it worked out.
Is the ad share bigger now or more back then, or is the same?
It's more or less the same.
Okay.
You know, I mean, but there's other ways you can make money. So, like for example, we have aside from the master class, for about 3 years, we had the membership program where for $5, because we release videos and clips.
And I know I'm an up and coming YouTuber, but comment down below how long you've been a YouTuber and how long you've been getting paid, because he been getting a check since 2008, or around that time. So if you've been getting a bag from YouTube for over 10 years, comment down below, man.
And then at the end, we drop the whole video. But if you want to be a member, you can get the full video on day one.
Gotcha.
So we have thousands and thousands of people that sign up to that, so that brings in extra income. But overall, I mean, during the pandemic, it was crazy.
Right.
The CPM rates went crazy during the pandemic, but then things slowed down a little bit. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you have the content and you have the eyeballs, the money will come every time.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What do you think when people associate your name with like culture vulture? What's your opinion on that?
I mean, I think anyone white in hip hop gets called that. Leo Cohen gets called that.
Yeah.
Steve Rifkin gets called that.
Yep.
And these are legends
Yes.
in the game.
Yes.
That's damn near a fact. But some motherfuckers deserve it, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, in fact, I remember I interviewed Leo Cohen. I asked him if he's the most powerful man in music right now.
Right.
Because he's the head of YouTube Music Global. That's bigger than everything else. You see what I'm saying? So if he gets called a culture vulture, I'm okay with being in that category.
Right. So go ahead. I know we got some questions too.
Wait, that's BG Knockout. That's the one that was down with Eazy-E?
He couldn't wait to ask that. That was bothering him the whole time they was talking, man.
That was Eazy-E.
Yeah, I had to bring him through.
I'll be
Yeah, he's a
watching
regular
that
guest on my
interview.
show.
That's a real nigga.
Yep.
Vlad came with some real niggas. He was ready today.
Yeah. He said, I came with my security. You never know.
You never know.
I'm supposed to then-
shouting you out.
Yo, Vlad, something I always wanted to ask you. What does Vlad stand for? Like, is that some Russian shit? Like,
That's my real name. That's the name. Well, I was born, like, when I was born, it was in the
Bro got questions that's been bothering him. He like, what blast?
Ukraine. It was part of the USSR at the time. And my full name is Vladislav. And when I became a U.S. citizen, I got
That's a
shortened to
name,
Vlad. So
bro.
Vlad is actually my real government name.
Oh, okay, so you Russian.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Suge Knight was a little pissed at you, man. Like,
Hey.
y'all reconciled that? With some
I mean-
Ray J interview.
Yeah, I mean, we will eventually. I was supposed to do an interview with him, and I just didn't get back to him with the questions and everything else like that. So I think he was upset
Shout out Big Suge, man. Suge locked up with free Big Suge, man.
over that. But me and him finally got to talk for the first time. I've always kind of avoided Suge Knight just because of all the drama
lot of
that would happen
motherfuckers
around
did.
him. But we finally got on the phone and had a conversation. So eventually it'll happen. But, you know, I understand why he was upset.
What drama you want to avoid? I thought you liked drama. You don't like that?
I mean, you know, you like drama, but not when bodies are dropping and, you know, people are disappearing and shit like that. Not that type of drama.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. I'm sorry to step on your toes, sir. Do you think most interviews that when we watch the interviews, do you think that it has to be some type of drama in your interview when you're doing an interview? Like, we know you hit a lot of different stages, but throughout most interviews is some type of drama within the questions.
I mean, look, like before I got into it, I always thought that hip hop.
Well, that's what sell, though. I mean, it's sad to say, but that drama shit sells. So you can't even be mad at them for trying to even look for that in the interviews. 'Cause that's what people clicking on. So that's what they get paid to do.
Media was lame as fuck. Like I would watch these artists go by these radio stations, and all the questions that everyone wants to know that you talk about in the barbershops, you talk about with your friends, like all those get skipped over.
Right.
And then you watch like 60 Minutes, and it's like, yo, like they go in.
Right.
Like they ask questions that change global policy.
Right.
You know, that have shifts and movements. So when I got into it, I said, I'm not going to do this softball ass approach.
Right.
I'm gonna you know, really put my neck out and really ask the questions that people want. And you know, it's an art form. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you've been doing interviews for a while. It's like there's a way you could ask someone anything, but you just gotta figure out how to ease into that question.
Right.
Because I don't have, you know, like I don't try to have like a drama on my show where people get angry and storm out or want to fight me and whatever else. Like if you notice, it's very respectful
Right.
all the way through. So yeah, there is some drama, but it's usually a whole story.
Right.
You know, it's a whole life piece on somebody, and there's going to be drama.
Hey, this is sidebar, but I'm just looking at Vlad. I'm just thinking about the people who probably who never seen him before, off like camera, in front of the camera. Do Vlad look how you pictured him to look? Because when I first seen him, he didn't look how I thought, but I'm used to him by now. So let me know if you surprised by his visuals and shit.
Drama in that person's life, like there's drama in our lives.
Yeah.
Yo, are you for most part, are you comfortable going outside? Cause I know you say you don't be like, you know, no fighting shit, but it do be like people mad at you. Like Lord Jamal, like he said you brag a lot, you know, on how much money you make, and I think if you was to see a nigga like Lord Jamal in the store, he probably try to like rough you up a little bit. So like,
Nah,
are you
that's
comfortable
not
going
gonna
outside?
happen. No, me and Lord Jamar go back. Like he was a regular guest on
Yeah, Lord Jamal used to be on Vlad all the time, dog. I ain't know they was beefing. I be out the loop sometimes.
my show. I have no worries about being around Lord Jamar. And listen, you got to understand also. There's the internet, and then there's real life. The same person that'll say, "I hope your family dies" on the internet will ask you for a photo in real life. When I go outside, like every time I go outside, it's always people walking up to me asking for photos, telling me how much they love what I do. Like if I go to restaurants, they'll, take care of me and stuff like that. But on the internet, it looks like I'm hated. But that's not really true in real life. Now, in terms of the way I move around, if I'm going to something where it's like a hip hop event or something like that, I'll bring security with me. But if I'm just walking around, now I don't just walk around anywhere,
Vlad got that security, man. But I'm about to end the video right here. I just wanted to see what they was talking about, man. If you enjoyed this content, man, consider dropping a like and subscribe to the channel, man. Catch y'all.